Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I'd like to give you a broad overview of the different business models that there are in print-on-demand. So when you are just starting with print-on-demand, or you think about starting, or maybe you've just started already, this might give you some help, some overview, and provide some added value to your business, because it can be quite complicated. You have all these websites out there, and sometimes it's good to have a bit of a structure and also to get an understanding of what's out there and how you can categorize it so that you can plan for your, the next steps in your business. Now we've got a pyramid here with 3 different business models that you can run when you're doing print on demand. The first one, in my opinion, and this is the most basic one, which is why it's at the lower end of the pyramid, it is the marketplace model. This is what most of you will know as well. It is a model where you upload your design to a third-party website, like for example Amazon KDP, Amazon Merch, Spreadshirt or Zazzle or Redbubble, and they will pay you when one of your products or designs has sold. So for example, let's say you upload and after a few months or weeks you get your sale, and then they will pay you a royalty that you can define yourself on some websites, not on all websites, a few weeks after the sale was made. In my opinion, this is a great business model when you're just starting with print on demand. It should be the first business model for everybody, in my opinion, because it has a few advantages, especially in the beginning. As you can see on the right hand side, most websites, I think, it is the business model that most websites support. For example, Amazon KDP, Merch, Zazzle, Redbubble, Spreadshirt, they are all free websites. You can sign up, you don't have to pay any money, and you don't need to run any ads, because these websites, they already generate traffic. They have thousands of visitors every day, and this is where they will bring the traffic to the website. And if you do a good job with niche research, understanding what niches or trends are currently out there, what people are looking for, if you put your keywords in, which are keywords that people are actually looking for, then you can optimize your listing, not only for the website, but also for Google. So people might directly come to your design or product via Google, to that marketplace, or people already use that marketplace. I mean, many people just go to Amazon and search for t-shirts. Then you can already sell just by listing on that website. You don't need to run any ads. I'm not running any ads at the moment, and I still make good sales, and they are increasing month after month, which shows me that I'm on the right track, which shows me that that business model is working. The disadvantage, I would say, is that you can't that easily grow your business model, or your business, when you're only doing this business model. It can, you're less in control of your sales, because you just list the products, right? All you can really do is optimize your listing and do good niche research, and obviously make sure that your design is decent, has a good quality. And what you can't do is, basically, you have to pay some money to bring more traffic to your design. So you would have to run ads. And the other thing is that some websites have an upload limit. So you could, let's say you design for 12 hours a day. You produce 100 designs per day maybe. But not every website allows you to list 100 products per day or 100 designs. So you can only scale by bringing more traffic to your shop or your product or your listing, or by going to more websites. So you can upload to all of these websites. For example, if you use an upload tool, then you can do that, because uploading takes a long time. So if you use an uploader, that will save you a lot of time. But then if you create a lot of designs, you want to upload a lot, not some websites like Spreadshirt, they only allow you to upload 20 designs per day. So that means you're quite limited in terms of what you can do and how you can grow your business, which may take you then to the campaign model, where you can list on Etsy, for example, on Bonfire, Teasely, Shirty. There might be other websites as well which support that campaign model. This model means that you pay a little bit of money to run a campaign, and the campaign is basically like an optimized mini website. You can think of it, where you did all the SEO, the search engine optimization, and you actually have to bring ideally some traffic to that campaign with ads. So you spend ad money, get traffic to the website. Yes, you can also run ads on the marketplace model, but the campaign model is more suited to that, I think. And the campaigns, the whole idea behind that is that you bring your own traffic to these campaigns. Now that could be with paid ads, Facebook ads, or Pinterest, things like that. Ideally, you also have followers already. If not, then you have to make more ads, and it's just a little bit more advanced that, you want to make sure that sometimes you have to pay a little bit of money as well, like Etsy for every campaign. I call it campaign, it's pretty much a campaign because it's only running for a few weeks or months maybe. So there is a time limit, like on Bonfire as well. And yeah, you have to pay some money to run it. And ideally, you bring some traffic as well to your listing or your campaign with advertisement. Yeah. And again, then you can grow your business a little bit more with running these ads. And ideally, you have to have a positive cash flow. Otherwise, it's not a sustainable business model. So for every $1 you spend on an ad, you want to make $2 back, for example. Otherwise, it's not worth it. But to run the campaign model, you want to have started with a marketplace model first, because you want to know, you need some experience to understand what designs are selling, what niches are working for you. So that is when you can get to the campaign model, because you can maybe choose your best sellers and open some campaigns. Now the next step then is the shop model, which is the most advanced model, and this also involves the highest costs. So with a shop model, you're not on a website that already brings a lot of traffic to it. No, you have your standalone website. Maybe you use Shopify for that, or WordPress, or maybe Wix.com. Yeah, and then you can create your own shop there. But you have to bring your own traffic then to the website. Now, to do that, you have to spend money on ads, for example, or you have to launch, you just have to make people aware of it. And the other thing is that these websites all charge you for hosting your own website or your own shop. So you have monthly fixed costs. And this is very hard in the beginning, and you can get demotivated quite quickly when you see the money going out, but not a lot of money coming in, because when you're starting in print on demand, it may take a while for you to make sales, right? Even if it's only a few days or weeks, but you need some sales to cover for these costs every month. So ideally you start with a marketplace model, maybe you don't even do the campaign model, but I suggest you go the way from the marketplace model over the campaign model to the shop model, because with the campaign model, you can get some experience with running ads. So I think that is where you need the experience, and only when you've mastered that, then you should go to the shop model, where you also need to run ads, but you also need to deal with customer service. You have higher costs, more responsibility. And this is not for everybody. Maybe you will never want to do that, even if you're very successful on the marketplace model. Maybe you don't want to open a Shopify store. You don't need to do that. But this is, if you want to have your own shop, then you should definitely still start with a marketplace model, I think. It is also the least passive model. So if you're running passive, like my channel is all about passive income, I'm not sure if I will ever do that. I might do, but I might only do that when I have quit my full-time job. Yeah, so because it involves more time, it's like I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I think the campaign model might be for me. I'm not sure about the shop model. Now, but if you decide to do the shop model, you can go with Shopify, for example, or as I said, go to another third-party website. Then you need a third party again to fulfill your orders. So that could be Printful, Printify, Gearbubble. They are all companies that you would link to your shop, and they will then print. It's similar to Etsy, to be honest, because with Etsy you need a third party that fulfills it as well. But then you can also, the other way to do it, the shop model, is open a Spreadshop, for example. So Spreadshirt, they have an own shop website, where again you are a little bit more independent, and you can open your own shop on a Spreadshirt website, for example. So there are different ways of doing the shop model as well. Now, I personally, as I said, I'm only doing the marketplace model at the moment. I might do the campaign model in the near future, because I want to get some experience with advertising, and I'm not sure about the shop model. The shop model has one big advantage. Even though you have higher costs and more responsibility, but it makes you much more independent from these marketplaces. I mean, you've seen it in the past. Redbubble banning accounts, right? Sometimes for no reason. Amazon banning accounts. You know, you could have a few rejections from your designs because maybe there was a problem with their automated, approval system, and then they ban your account and you'll never get it back, and then you're screwed, right? So if you rely on Amazon for your income, that is quite a big risk. So that's why the whole idea of the passive income for me and spreading your digital assets, for me, that's why I upload to most of these websites. Yeah, I use a flying upload, I use an automated upload tool. That is how I spread my risk, by uploading to all of these websites. But even then, I think with Zazzle, for example, I will never make enough income to cover for all my costs, right? That is why this is only one element. Yeah, Amazon Merch, I think, has the biggest potential of actually giving me a full-time income. The other websites would be nice additions, nice additional income. But I think if I really want to be very successful in print on demand, I one day have to open my own shop. I might be wrong, yeah, but that is where I think it will be going. But I'm not there yet. It's all a journey, you know. Maybe next year I think about that. But my biggest concern, this is obviously what you should do when you run your own business, get some risk assessments or risk analysis done. The biggest risk of all of this is that you're so dependent on these websites. They could ban your account when they want. Even the website could go down. They could Spreadshirt one day. They might think, we're not doing it anymore because Amazon Merch are taking all our business. But then if you can't get approved on Amazon Merch, what do you do? If they ban your account, what do you do? So this is why in my own online business, I'm not only doing print on demand, I'm doing other stuff as well. I'm also doing this YouTube channel. I've got other plans for the future, but the day only has 24 hours. Unfortunately, I've got so many ideas. But everything's a journey. I've learned so much through print on demand that it's then very easy to do other business models as well, because the whole advantage of print on demand is it opens a great entry. It's a great entry to online business in general because it's free. Yeah, you don't need to pay money. Especially if you're doing the marketplace model, it's free and you learn a lot about search engine optimization. So from that, you can also generate some cash flow, which you could then use and reinvest in other business models. For example, Amazon FBA, for example, right? Where you have to pay some money, get some products in, put them into the Amazon warehouse, and then they fulfill it for you, which is pretty passive as well. But not everybody who has, maybe $1,500 or $2,000 at hand to buy a lot of goods and put them into the warehouse. So this is where the power of print on demand can generate you some basic cash flow that you can then reinvest into these other businesses, for example. Yeah. And with print on demand, it's minimal risk because you don't need to pay money and you learn a lot about, as I said, SEO and how online business works. So for me, it's all just a start here. And from there, I started with YouTube. And the next step might be, maybe the shop model. But I'm thinking about Amazon FBA already, and about other things as well. So hopefully this was a useful video for you. If you liked it, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.